my lively lovelies, and welcome to Alive with Aaliyah. I'm Aaliyah. I just wanted to share today a bit about some anxieties I was having as my birthday was approaching, as far as going out and celebrating with everyone. As someone living with chronic illness, it's not always easy for me to make plans and keep them. And so I'm going to show you some little flashbacks about things leading up and some of the stuff I was sort of processing, and then I'll be back to let you know how it all went. I have been experiencing anxiety about going out. People have been reaching out to me about my birthday and what I'm going to be doing and like plans and this sort of thing. So I need to pick an indoor event, and I'm just filled with dread. Like, I do not even want to go. And recently I had a good experience with an outing. My sister had us over during the day for a party for July 4th. It was super laid back, and she has a pool, so I was just like in the water for a long time and had a hat and sunglasses, and I was just like good, and I got to hang out with everybody and have a nice time, and it was a really positive experience. So I feel like I have that. But then yesterday, when I apparently wasn't feeling anxious about going out, I decided I wanted to go into town. We went to a couple stores I usually go to, and we went and had lunch. And then normal human group of people sat down at the table next to us. I did notice someone was wearing a lot of perfume, and I thought, okay, I'm on new meds, I'm doing good with the mast cell reactions, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I can handle this. And I started to have a reaction, but like at that same time, someone else at the table sprayed lemon on her food, and it went in many directions, including my arm. And I react to lemon, and so when people have the lemon out and start spraying, like, I'm always horrified. It's like terrifying. So the other table, they're like all laughing about it, and she thought it was very funny because she'd sprayed her friends as well, and they were all laughing because, like, in normal life that's funny. Like, who cares, right? It's just lemon juice. So she really gives it a good squeeze, ha ha ha, and then wherever everyone's laughing, it's hilarious. So now it's like all over my arm, it's all over my face, it was just everywhere. And like I said, like, I reacted to small amounts of this, and it's just like, pfft. So I say to my husband, I'm like, I'm leaving. He's like, where are you going? To the bathroom? I'm like, I'm leaving the building. So I just zoom out in my little power chair, and I get outside, and boom, I open up my purse, I have the wet wipes. I'm like, like, this is not happening right now. I am nipping this in the bud. I'm not gonna have a reaction. And I was planning to wait there for my husband to finish his meal, and poor thing, he was right behind me. He's so sweet. Oh, I ruined lunch. So we decided to go home because I was already having a reaction, and my reaction quickly turned from like a mast cell reaction to a mast cell and POTS. And so I started getting very lightheaded and dizzy, and then I started passing out in this silly power chair on the way home. And so he kept on like wanting to keep me from falling out of the chair. And I would like, I'm in the chair, totally can do this. And I knew he was exhausted, so I kept trying to get home under my own power in the chair. So he did end up pushing me part of the way home because I was like all passy-outy. And by the time I got home, I felt very low self-esteem. Like, I can't believe I'm reacting to perfume and lemon. That means that like my day's over. It's so ridiculous, right? Just these totally normal things. It's been very self-judgy, right? Oh, and then today he texts me. Hubby texted me to tell me, oh, I made lunch reservations for your birthday, and this is like for him and me, right? This is separate and apart from doing something with family for my birthday. And the place, he got reservations somewhere I wanted to go. It's kind of a big deal. It would take a lot of spoons, if you will, to pull this one off. You know, just getting in would like take a lot of energy. So I got all stressed out about that, thinking like, I don't want to do this, I can't do this. I mean, I do want to, but I don't know if I can deal with that right now. And then trying to come up with a place for us to like all have like maybe lunch or something with my family for my birthday. And you know, I keep on having such a great time being outside in my garden, in my pool, connecting with nature, you know, being able to get to the ground and sit comfortably, or in the pool, you know, I feel nice in the pool, always having an easy escape to the house here so easily if I feel symptomatic. Like, I definitely want to be outside, but yes. So mostly I've just come to the point that I am experiencing anxiety about going out, and it's related to my ability to get through an outing without getting, you know, symptomatic and making everything horrible for everyone. And if it's my birthday, you know, like I'm allowed and everything, but I just don't know. And I feel like I'm often very willing to risk these situations. That's just part of life. You know, if you want to have an outing, that's great. Go ahead and go out, but you're gonna have a long recovery period. It's gonna take a while, and maybe something will happen while you're there, and maybe that will cause you a setback, and such is life, you know. This is the price we pay for spending time out and about. And I'm usually very willing to do that, especially for family, right? Like, of course. So I've been really thinking about how to change my headspace up a bit, be willing to take on that risk, to be open to the challenge of it, and try to get a fresh perspective in place, because that's what I do, right? Today is my birthday, and I've been super nervous about this because we had big plans to go somewhere big. My husband made reservations, and I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but here I am, dressed up in the car, ready to go. And where are we going? We're going to Disneyland, and we have reservations at Blue Bayou, and I've always wanted to sit by the water at Blue Bayou. I've already had some brain fog today. I was having trouble with my words and stuff, so we're off to maybe a bad start. Well, we got parked and made it over to the ticketing area. Hubby is getting tickets now.
We passed it right about the
I'm here at Disneyland on my birthday, dining at Blue Bayou, here right up next to the water. I've always wanted to do this, and I can't even believe we made it here. I can't believe it. So the chef just came out to talk to us and take my order, and it sounds like they'll be able to handle my dietary restrictions and accommodate me, which is really wonderful and difficult usually. So here's hoping to a successful meal. My meal was wonderful. They surprised me with this cute dessert, which I gave to my husband. Okay, so here we are at the new Star Wars land. I want to check out the castle. made it safely back home. I had a great day at Disneyland. We were there for just a little bit, but had the lunch at Blue Bayou there at the water, looking out over the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and then we cruised around. So that means we got to check out Galaxy's Edge, the new Star Wars land, and that was really cool. And kind of cruised around Fantasyland, saw the new updated castle, and even got to go to the Fairy Hollow to meet Tinkerbell. So great. I didn't expect to be able to make it today. There were so many times something could have gone wrong, and I would have had to have left, and it's just sheer luck and planning, diligence, that we made it through. And my husband is so amazing and just helped out so much to make it all possible, including making the reservations at Blue Bayou. And I'm really blown away. I'm so thankful and humbled that, I don't know, that I got to just go out and have such a wonderful time. And I almost cried a few times now. Oh my goodness. And see if I have any spoons left. I've had so much caffeine. Yeah, what a fun day. So I guess, my anxiety, I think it was well founded for being afraid to go. It definitely takes a lot of energy, and it can be stressful, especially trying to navigate in the wheelchair through the crowds and stuff. I always find that to be a bit hard, but hey, we did it. Yeah. I'll try to remember wins like this whenever I have anxiety about going out in the future. I think that'll be helpful. So today we actually went out with a family and had lunch at a place I picked out, and everything was great. It was wonderful to see everyone. The wait staff was really helpful and helped me get food that met with my needs. We were able to get me in the wheelchair in and out fairly easily. And I even had a little bit of energy left over, and we went antiquing, the whole group of us. So that was really wonderful. And then I started to feel tired, so we went ahead and went home. And it was nice because I picked somewhere close by, so it was really easy for me to get home quickly as soon as I started to feel those symptoms coming back on. And I lied down and rested for a bit before making this video because I was all over the place. I definitely think it's understandable to have some worries or anxieties when you're living with chronic illness and it comes time to have a good time, to celebrate, and to get together with your loved ones. That makes sense because these are important times. And the key is to do your best to plan, to save your spoons. And admittedly, especially for today, I made a bunch of bad decisions. I took on a lot of yard work yesterday, got myself all exhausted and overheated. But, I went to bed early, I slept in, I got a lot of sleep. I snuck in more gardening this morning, which was maybe not the best idea. But it all worked out. Actually, it all went really, really well. So I'm really quite thrilled to have been able to do this, going to Disneyland with my husband, and then going out today to lunch with the family. It's really wonderful. I'm really thankful it all worked out. Yeah. So wrapping it up, this has been Alive with Aaliyah. Please click like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and live in love with life.